Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Surah Hamd, as was mentioned in the previous session, was one of the first chapters revealed to the heart of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam in the city of Mecca. This chapter is very significant in such we must read it in our daily prayers. Mullah Sadra maintains that Hamd is the most comprehensive chapter in the Qur'an. In such, who knows its meaning, who knows its interpretation, he will be considered as a divine sage, alim Rabbani. This chapter, like the other chapters of the Qur'an, begins with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Allama Tabatabai Rahmatullah alayh maintains that it is a customary in the world that when people want to open a place, want to open a business, they ask a famous and a spiritual person to open it. When they want to choose a name for their children, they try to choose a name that they like it, they admire it. When they want to name a hospital, they try to select the name of a person they love. And when they want to name a religious place, they try to choose the name of infallible imams for that place. The question that might comes to our mind is why? Why do we choose these favorite names? It seems that there are two goals. The first goal is that we want to keep the memory of that person's name alive in the people's heart. Since I like my grandfather, I love my grandfather, I prefer to pick up his name for my son. So the first reason is that in order to keep my grandfather's name alive, I pick up his name. The second reason is that we pick up the name of infallible. Why? Since we like that place to be blessed via the name of imams. Allama Tabatabai Rahmatullah alayh continues that this fact and this custom is taken from the Quran. It is a Quranic perspective. God begins his book with the best name, which is his own name. God indirectly teaches you, O mankind, whenever you want to start a talk, start it with the name of God. Start it with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Moreover, the hadith from the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam states, "Kullu amrin dhi balin lam yubda fihi bismillah fahuwa abtar." It means that if you start your act without the name of Allah, you cannot fulfill it properly. You cannot accomplish your goal. Brothers and sisters, whenever we start our act with the name of God, it encourages us to perform it sincerely. We try to perform it for the sake of God. It is clear that such sincere act will be perpetual, will be eternal. So the eternality of our act depends on two elements. The goodness of act, husn fi'li. It means that our act should be good act, like helping the poor and elderly. And the second reason and the second fact, goodness of doer, husn fa'ili. The Quran teaches us, Rabbi adkhilni mudkhala sidqin wa akhrijni mukhraja sidq. In this Quranic supplication, we request Allah two things. O my Lord, help me to do my job with a good intention, and help me to end it with a good intention. Sometimes we start our act with a good intention, but we cannot finish it with a good intention. The Quran states that Allah will help someone with a purified heart, with a good intention. So whoever has got purified heart and good intention, Allah will help him. As the Quran states, وَمَنْ يَتَّقِ اللَّهِ يجعل له مخرجا ويرزقه من حيث لا يحتسب. So the key for eternality and perpetuality of our act depends on the goodness of act and the goodness of doer. Otherwise, our act will be halik, will be nothing. As the Qur'an states, كل شيء هالك إلا وجهه. It means that everything is to perish except his face. It means that if we perform an action but not sincerely, this act will be halik, will perish. So the key for perpetuality is wajhullah, husn fi'li and husn fa'ili, goodness of act and the goodness of action. In other words, the Quran states, كل من عليها فان ويبقى وجه ربك. Everything is perishing, but remain the presence of your Lord. So the key of perpetuality and eternality of our act is wajhullah. The Quran, in a metaphoric way, gives some eloquent example. It states that if you do not perform your act for the sake of God, it will perish. وَالَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا أَعْمَالُهُمْ كَسَرَابٍ بِقِيعَةٍ يَحْسَبُهُ الظَّمْآنُ مَاءً حَتَّى إِذَا جَاءَهُ لَمْ يَجِدْهُ شَيْئًا. The deeds of unbelievers are like a mirage. When a thirsty man thinks it is a water, but when he goes near, he finds nothing. When Prophet Nuh made a ship, he asked the people to get on board with the name of Allah. And he moved the ship and stopped it with the name of Allah. قَالَ ارْكَبُوا فِيهَا بِسْمِ اللَّهِ مَجْرَاهَا وَمُرْسَاهَا. When Prophet Sulaiman wanted to send a letter to the leader of Saba, he started his letter with the name of Allah. The Quran states, إِنَّهُ أُلْقِيَ إِلَيَّ كِتَابٌ كَرِيمٌ إِنَّهُ مِنْ سُلَيْمَانَ وَإِنَّهُ بِسْمِ اللَّهِ الرَّحْمَنِ الرَّحِيمِ. The leader of Saba said, I've received a noble letter from Sulaiman, beginning with Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So according to some narrations, not only the Quran, all the revealed book started with the name of Allah. The hadith tells us, ما أنزل الله من السماء كتابا إلا وفاتحته بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. And dear brothers and sisters, I end this session with a great hadith from Imam Baqir alayhi salatu wassalam. He states, وَيَنْبَغِي الْإِتْيَانِ بِبِسْمِ اللَّهِ الرَّحْمَنِ الرَّحِيمِ عند افتتاح كل أمر عظيم أو ثقيل ليبارك فيه. It means that if you want your act, whether small or big, to be blessed, begin it with the name of God. Inshallah, we will continue the rest of the tafsir of the rest of the surah in the next session. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.